Well, an inmate of the Guwahati Central Jail has tested positive for COVID-19. The inmate was arrested by the Dispur police on charges of theft. The individual was kept separately isolation ward in the Central Jail after he was apprehended on June 1st. Well, apart from this, 6 other individuals were also kept separately with the inmate who has tested positive for COVID-19. Samples of the inmates were collected on Wednesday, subsequent to which the inmate tested positive on Thursday. Meanwhile, test results of samples of 4 other inmates will be out today. Let me tell our viewers that the inmate who has tested positive has been identified as Jintu Nath. Right, viewers, big story at this point of time. Well, an inmate of the Guwahati Central Jail has tested positive for COVID-19. The inmate was arrested by the Dispur police on charges of theft. Well, the individual was kept separately isolation ward in the Central Jail after he was apprehended on June 1st. Well, apart from this, 6 other individuals were also kept separately with the inmate who has tested positive for COVID-19. Samples of the inmates were collected on Wednesday, subsequent to which the inmate tested positive on Thursday. Meanwhile, test results of samples of 4 other inmates will be out today. Let me tell our viewers that the inmate who has tested positive has been identified as Jintu Nath. Alright viewers, our news editor Nabarun Goswami joins me over the phone line at this point of time. Well, Nabarun, Assam case, COVID-19 case count has crossed the 2000 mark. What are your take on that?
Well, Priyana, the biggest story of the day is the inmate in the Central Jail testing positive. Of course, he was kept separately. He was kept separately along with 6 to 7 other people in the jail. So samples of each one of them has been collected. Results will come out. In fact, sources are telling us that 2 other samples have already tested negative. But the bigger question here is that this person who was arrested on the 1st from a part of the city by the cops has now tested positive. He, as per sources again, is a resident of Belzala area. Of course, was arrested on charges of theft. The bigger question now is that all these days, almost everyone, 10% of those testing positive were returnees, imported cases. We have people coming in from outside the region, from outside Assam, from other parts of the country in hundreds every day by trains, flights. So it was those in quarantine centers testing positive that was expected. They were put in facility quarantine because a lot of them were expected to test positive. But then this case is different, and this case will have the authorities worried because this man was out there in the streets, on the roads, and then it's randomly, sure by chance, he was arrested on charges of theft, and then he tests positive. This is something that the health authorities, the state health minister, the state government would be really concerned about at this moment. A man who was walking on the streets, the roads of Guwahati, is arrested, put in jail, his sample taken, he tests positive within a day. As far as the jail premises is concerned, well, nothing much to worry because he was not kept with a lot of other inmates. 6 to 7 of them were kept separately. So all of their samples have been collected. All the primary samples, primary contact samples have been collected. The results will come out today. Around 4 cops, 4 policemen who had arrested this person have also been put under quarantine. So as far as the jail premises is concerned, well, the contact tracing part is over. Now the authorities are waiting for the results. But then again, it's a lot of contact tracing has to be done because the person was out there, his family members, where all he has been in the last couple of weeks, and how and from where did this person again contract the virus. There is a bigger question people have been asking again and again every time a positive case comes out in Guwahati, which is not imported, right from the first patient, Mr. Tibrewal, to this case. Of course, if we talk about the fancy bazaar, the potato go down case, again, those the people there, the laborers there, they had come in contact with trucks coming from outside, so that is understandable. But these 2 cases again raises the question that from where are these people contracting the virus? within Guwahati, and that is something which is worrisome.
Right.
Coming to the numbers again
Right.
that you asked me, Priyana, Assam crossing 2,000. Well, that was expected when 3 days ago the trains from Mumbai arrived carrying Hojai-bound passengers and others. The health minister has said that he's expecting close to 300 cases to come out from the new arrivals. And we have seen in the last 2 days, 2 consecutive days, the biggest spike in numbers was registered. First, we had 269 day before yesterday, 285 yesterday. So we're close to 600 cases in 2 days. Yes, but the government was prepared for that.
Right.
The state has raised its capacity of accommodating 5,000 patients at one time, and testing capacity has been enhanced to 10,000. So yes, numbers are rising. It's a matter of concern, but till now, things are still under control as far as those testing positive in quarantine centers are concerned.